I do think we have an obligation to think about how this gets solved. So, Brianna, what would your solution look like?
I think the idea that there can't be a world where Jews and Muslims, Arabs and non-Arabs live together is belied by the reality of history. Prior to the founding of Israel, Arab Jews did live peacefully alongside Muslims in what is now described as Israel. And there was this quip about how there are no Jews living in the West, in Gaza. Why would there be? You had an establishment of a Jewish state that is the #1 welfare beneficiary of the United States of America, receiving more American aid than any other country in the world, despite obviously being more affluent than most of the countries in the world. I think there's a relationship there. Currently, there is a minority, but a significant Christian population in Gaza. One of the oldest Christian churches in the world has been bombed by Israel in the course of all of this. Former Congressmember Justin Amash has lost family members that have been killed by Israel in the context of this, and even that wasn't enough to shake American foreign policy.
How do we get to a solution?
So I think that we have to not talk about Arabs as though they're somehow constitutionally different than Danes. I don't know why we would essentialize populations in that way. We have to be open to the idea
Danes don't
that
do
the people...
October 7th?
Wait a minute. Muslims didn't do October 7th.
Not since the Vikings.
Gazans didn't do October 7th. And if you're adopting the worldview that everyone in Gaza, the 2.3 million people, are responsible, then you are very much in line with Netanyahu's right-wing government, who thinks that and therefore thinks it's appropriate to violate international law by doing collective punishment on the population, literally starving them to death, having them on the brink of famine, killing 13,000 kids. There was a very passionate description of the graphic reality of October 7th at the beginning of this talk. And I just want to take a moment to say that it's also true that we've seen video after video of Palestinian father picking up the pieces of his children and collecting them in a plastic bag. I totally agree. The question is why in Israel?
Brianna, let me give you...
Israelis are rioting.
20 more seconds.
Are rioting.
20 more seconds if you want to talk about getting to a solution.
In Israel, protesters are protesting Netanyahu because of the news widely reported again this week that he rejected a deal to release all of the hostages on October 8th. There are people who have been living with no medical treatment. The American soldier that just...
All he asked her was give me a short solution. Give me a quick fix. Give me something. Give me something to hope for. How can we move forward? And she goes on a whole rant on all the Palestinian talking points instead of just looking forward. This is the problem with the Palestinians. They're not able to look forward. They only want to look back at what the Israelis did to them, the evil Zionists did. Like just can we move forward? You're not refugees. Can we get on with this already?